Hey, what's going on? I am Captain Zap. Welcome to the show. Let's play Valheim. We are finally done. Done decorating, done building. This is it. Let's take a tour of this bad boy. We got a castle and a tower of some sort over here. Let's take a look. I am running super hot here. The instances are insane. You'll notice I did a lot less decorating in the castle than I did in the tower. That's because the game just kept crashing over and over and over. So I left all the pretty shit up there, basically, in the tower, far away. We're not going to be going up there much anyway. That's just kind of a pretty piece. And this will be our main base for the rest of the game, I think. Unless it's too insane. If it's too much, then it's too much. We're gonna have to move on and do a smaller base in the mistlands or something. So let's go take a look. There's no stairs to get up there. There's no stairs, so you gotta come in the old-fashioned way. We got a ton of ballista ready to go. These were very expensive. This is for anybody, if this is my first video that you're watching, this is a no mods, vanilla survival. This is all marble I gathered myself. I got a tally here, about 32,000 black marble. 2,000 iron. And over 1,000 copper for these window treatments here. It took a really long time, and as well as like the sap and all that crap, the refined iter, whatever all that shit. It took a long time to gather for these ballista and all that. So let me know what you think in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. It took me a long time. All right, well, we're starting to get a blizzard here, so let's head on in. Here you have the main throne room. It's like a banquet hall kind of thing going on here. A couple of thrones, a lot of trophies. This is the main tower here. It's pretty huge. It goes up pretty high. I definitely like the way that the windows came out. I think that's one of my favorite parts about this whole room. You got a bunch of armor here. A lot of trophies. This was interesting. I was gonna hang up all the boss heads, but they're just too big. A lot of them, like the bone mass and the Yoggoth trophies, just too big. They overcomplicate and overfill the room, I think. Get all these. They got a cool feast going on here. I put together these boxes of flowers, and that was kind of fun. Lots of armor here in these alcoves. Another feast over here. Some more armor. And then you got a portal that goes up to the top of this tower. We'll go up there in a minute. Let's go down into the basement, where all the action happens. You just go down these stairs into the basement. And here on the left, you have like the library of all the stuff that we've collected. This one is the plains section. This section is the mistlands section. And then I left two sections open for the ashlands and the deep north, I think, whenever that comes out. You got some food. This is like the kitchen area. This is also where we get our rested buff. I got a bunch of stuff hidden in the walls. As you can see up there, there's like a hot tub. And there's a bed back there, just to give us that comfort level. Here you have all the meals. You got health meals, stamina meals, and iter meals. And then cooked meat here. Fully upgraded cooking stations, a couple of ovens, and then all of our cooking supplies here. All right, let's go downstairs to the rest of the industrial section. So here in this little corner, we have like our potion area. This is where we have all of our potions and our potion making stuff, honey and all that crap, as well as a whatever that is, potion thingy, mead kettle, a box full of wood, and then you got a bunch of fermenters, some raw ore. And then I only put one of these blast furnaces down here. I couldn't really fit a bunch in. Whenever we get stuff to refine, we're going to have to build a bunch of these or something. I don't know. Here you have some dump chests. This is the portal that goes to the main portal hub. Boat in a box. Pocket boats, pocket portals, all that stuff. And then you have a small section for meadows supplies. And then Black Forest supplies, and ocean supplies, swamp, and mountains. And then you got stone, black marble, and then I left 2 empty in case we get new stuff from the Ashlands. And then over here you got the different woods, ingots, already refined. A couple of furnaces here, smelters, whatever, and then you got your crafting stations all lined up here. And then contained in this little secret box here, we got the iter refinery. We can pop in our sap and our brains right in there. And this way it doesn't damage any shit. It can't do damage to black marble, and I don't think it can do damage to these iron gates, but I guess we'll find out. And then all the way over here, you have a portal that goes up to the top of Raven Tower, which is Tower 2. The big tower. And we'll go see that in a minute. We're going to go up the other way. So we go back up here to the top. So, like I said, I didn't do much decorating up here just because I was running out of frame rate. The instances were killing my computer. And I have a pretty beefy computer. This is pretty baller. I got like a 4090 and a bunch of i9s, and it's still crushing my computer. So I did all the major decorating over there, so it wouldn't really impact the performance of the computer. So let's go up to the top of this tower. So here we are at the top of the main tower here. And then we're going to go up into that tower now. We just crossed this sweet little bridge. A nice little lookout here. You can't see anything. I'll do another quick walkthrough at the end when it's on a fucking blizzard outside. All right, then you make your way over here to the main tower, or the big tower. Tower 2, I guess. And this opens up into like our main living area, which I think came out pretty sweet. This is another portal here. This goes down to the workshop. But if you walk around, there's plenty of books, lots of light, lots of crap on display. Yeah, I think it came out pretty sweet, man. I'll do some panning shots at the end, too. And then we have this stairway here that goes all the way around. This was a lot of fun figuring this out. This took me a while to get this just right, because there's no building pieces in the game that's like works with this circular staircase. So I kind of had to figure out this cool design. And I think it came out pretty cool. So here you have the balcony. And there's a bunch of crap on display up here. Some swords, some armor, or not armor, but like shields and shit. And here you can see the chandelier, this raven chandelier I made. Came out pretty cool. And then on either side, there's another staircase that goes up to the main living quarters. There. And this lets out into the bedroom. You got a bunch of crap on display here. Some swords, some pole arms or whatever. The dragon bed. Treasure chests. And you got some meals cooking up here. Some nice fires. Some wolf statues in the smoke. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, and then like a little breakfast nook. Some more crap on display. Some books. And like a writing desk. Yeah. And then this lets out onto the balcony. And this, we have, I've named this Raven Tower. Oh, look, the blizzard's over. And you got like a hot tub out here and a little sitting area. Yeah. That's pretty. I think it's nice. It came out pretty nice. You got a nice view of the mistlands and some ocean out there. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, you can like and subscribe if you want. If you like this kind of crap. We're going to keep going with the build. Or not with the build, with the progress in the game. You know, I think we're going to fight the queen in the next episode. The Mistlands queen. And then we're going to go to the Ashlands. Yeah. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna do... We'll do, like a couple panning views here. Maybe. See, and this just goes right down into the workshop. Here's a good shot of the outside. Just like the one we just saw at the beginning of the episode, but... You can kind of see like the turrets for the spiral staircases up there sticking off of the top of the tower. I think this is kind of cool. You can still see the tree on the inside of the tower. I think that's also pretty cool. So a good shot of like the main tower and the bridge, which I think came out pretty nice. And then the second tower there, whatever the f you want to call it. This is the entrance to the main hall. Another shot of the main hall from the thrones. The workshop and the materials library. And the kitchen up there. The main floor of the study in Tower 2. Little shot of the Raven chandelier up there. There's the balcony of the Raven Tower study area, and then some of the spiral staircases. The master bedroom. This came out pretty good. I definitely like the way that this whole build came out. It was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of work. All right. I think that's going to do it for this this quick tour of the new base. Hopefully. We'll see. If it keeps crashing, man, we're pretty fucked. We're going to have to go to a different spot. But that's going to do it. Next episodes, we're going to go fight the queen. And then we're going to move on to the Ashlands, I think. 2 more builds left. The Mistlands build and the Ashlands build. Those are going to be small. Hopefully. Like these are getting ridiculous and they're taking way too much time. But to show your appreciation, hit that like button maybe. Or even if you hated it, hit the like button, man. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. All that fun stuff. Tell your friends. Leave a comment. There's a poll on the communities page here on YouTube about what game you want to see me play next. We're getting close to the end of this one. I am thinking about maybe jumping into Grounded 2, although I am hesitant because I don't want to do any spoilers or anything. I don't want to ruin the game for you guys. So maybe we'll just hop in for a little bit, see what it's about. We won't do any of the story, but we'll just kind of get a feel for it. And then maybe we'll jump back into Grounded 1. We'll do the remix and do Grounded 1 again. I don't know. Leave a comment in this video or in any other video. But if you really want, leave a comment on that post, the vote. Let me know what game you want to see me play if neither of those appeal to you. Yeah, we can just see from there. We got plenty of time. We still got to do a whole other biome and 2 full builds, so a little bit of time. But make sure you let me know if you like this kind of content. If not, then I'll see you later. Anyway, I had a great time. Hope you did too. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.